It took me over 10 years to learn everything I'm about to tell you. I've been working in digital advertising for over 10 years and I've spent over $150 million in advertising. I have no idea how long this video is going to end up being, but make sure you bookmark it so you don't lose it. This very well could be the highest value video that I ever make. I'm going to be firing off advertising cheat codes really pretty quickly, so make sure you follow along. And again, bookmark this because you do not want to lose this video. Here we go. Static ads still work on Facebook. Twitter ads are largely a waste of time. If you're promoting a localized service like house cleaning or landscaping, make sure you're running on Google search. Also, if you're running on more than one platform, make sure you understand attribution, first touch versus last touch. Server to server user tracking is the future and pixels will be dead soon. If you don't know how to use a basic pivot table or put one together, you probably shouldn't be running ads. Learn the basics of Excel and Google Sheets. Leverage bulk ad creation tools so that you can grow and scale without having to hire on more media buyers. Set up custom rules to be your first line of defense, but you should never rely on them 100%. Always check your work. Always question what a platform rep is telling you because ultimately they're being compensated to get you to spend more on their platform. Also, at the end of the day, you likely have more experience buying media than they do. To understand what you have to spend per day on a given platform, on a given ad set, you have to know your CPA. Cost per action, or cost per sale, or cost per install. To calculate your minimum daily spend, multiply your CPA times 7.14. Your ad set has to hit a minimum of 50 conversions per week for you to get out of the learning phase. Plan for the holiday season or seasonal promotions 3 months in advance. Black Friday and Cyber Monday is the most competitive time of the year, but it's also the season where you're going to get the highest engagement and probably the most sales. If you don't have a competitive offer during this time, don't run ads during Black Friday, Cyber Monday. Spy on your competitors to see what they're running before you go into a creative brainstorm. Use the Facebook ads library and the TikTok Creative Center. Those are both free resources where you can see any competitor and what they're running on ads. Or if you want to level up, you can use a service like foreplay.co. Q5 is the period between December 26th and the first or second week in January. This is when it's the cheapest time of the year to run advertising and you can make a lot of money if you have a relevant product or service. The two most important pieces of any campaign are your pixel or your data pipeline and your creative. Enroll in the Fox program through Meta in order to have less ads disapproved. All the best ads solve a basic human need. The need for food, the need for joy, the need for shelter, the need for clothing, the need for laughter. Solve any of these basic human needs and your ads will shine. Go broad with your ad sets and remove all of your targeting and allow your creative and your Facebook pixel to work together to find the right users for you. Don't overcomplicate it. Use humor in your ads and they'll perform better. Before and afters are allowed, they just have to be done the right way. If you're running ads, you should be able to manage and check everything from your mobile phone. If you need to be chained to your desk in order for you to manage your media is going to fail you. The secret to scaling is automation. Ads never sleep. People love free stuff. Include that in your offer and your ads will do better. Ads that have a lot of comments do way better. Leverage scarcity in your ads. Limited time, limited quantity. Never trust the results you're seeing in Facebook as being 100% accurate. Always have a third-party report that you can double check everything against. Keep some kind of running document where you save any ad creatives that inspire you or that you want to try out. I use Google Sheets and a third-party service called foreplay.co. Paid social ads work best in tandem with a very integrated organic team. So stop firing your organic teams. Beware of advertising gurus that show you screenshots of insane ROAS. ROAS is not everything, and it can actually be pretty misleading. Build your own army of freelance UGC creators and make sure they are diverse. You'll save a ton of money with resourcing your ad creatives and not have to pay influencers their insane fees. Use AI to help you brainstorm your copy, but always make sure to tweak it and make it your own. AI generated copy is very easy to detect and people can tell the difference. Don't get caught up in protecting your brand when you're using influencers. Allow them to do what they do best. They create on these platforms all day, every day. Let them do what they do best. You are not your target audience. Always remember that. Don't let your personal bias get in the way and test ad creatives that you wouldn't click on. If you're feeling a mental block, try moving your body. Search for your competitors on Google and then read their reviews. Find problems that their consumers are addressing and then answer those problems within your ads. Do the same process, but looking at your competitors' ad comments instead. Never fight a rip current. If your ads are tanking, sometimes the best thing to do is nothing. The more you fight it, the worse it will be. Sometimes you just need to pause and wait and try again when everything settles. Swim parallel to the current instead of against it and live to make ads another day. AI is not replacing media buyers or advertisers. If anything, it's enabling them to do significantly more. That being said, if you're a media buyer and you're not leveraging AI, you will likely get left behind. Stop using traffic campaigns. Use the sales objective. Give as much value as you can away for free. Educational ads are the hot new trend in 2024. Always be offering value. Your ads can be hideous and still work. I literally took a picture of trash in my kitchen and spent hundreds of thousands of dollars against it, profitably. There is no one-size-fits-all approach to every business. Everyone should be testing everything for themselves. Prove your idea wrong. If you're okay losing money in order to learn faster, you will move light years ahead of your competition. Just make sure you learn something. Fill your social media feeds with people in your niche that are smarter than you. Control your consumption habits in order to level up faster. Start using ChatGPT to answer your questions instead of Google. You'll get to the answers much faster and usually have a better response. Align your ads with controversy in order to hack engagement. Again, more comments is better. Include things like typos, sexual innuendos, weird props, make some outrageous claim, show your feet. Anything that encourages people to comment or argue with each other in the comments. Think about launching an ad set as if you were a plane taking off. The first 10,000 feet are going to be filled with lots of turbulence until you hit that cruising altitude. You're never going to hit cruising altitude on your ad sets unless your budgets are high enough. Almost every piece of the advertising process can be systemized and automated to a certain degree. Kitchen.io is the best tool to build ad systems at scale. Google Trends is an excellent place for brainstorming. It allows you to listen and see what people are talking about and searching for in real time. If you can leverage the brand equity of a third-party brand in your advertising, it'll amplify your success. Just be careful not to get too close or you might get sued. It's easy to accidentally put in the wrong ad set budget, so make sure you systemize this in order to remove human error. And always double check your work. In very rare scenarios, you can scale your ad set multiple times a day very aggressively. But for the most part, you really don't want to scale your ad sets too quickly. If you do, you risk increasing budgets when the data is not mature and you're actually going to tank. Know how to use URL tracking parameters so that you can tie your back-end performance to your front-end ad cost. Never rely 100% on Facebook's reporting. Be careful not to poison the quality of your ads with high-margin tactics that ultimately are not good. For example, targeting 18-year-olds with ways that they can make money might be a low-quality audience that can poison your network. Don't steal others' content. It will always come back to bite you. And when I say steal, I mean actually steal. Inspiration is the name of the game. Your emotions can get in the way of you pausing ads that need to die. It's okay that you spent a lot of time on that ad creative and it didn't work. Pause it, learn, and move on. Buyer's high is real. You get a huge dopamine hit when you start scaling your first campaign. I've been doing this for over 10 years and I still get a huge dopamine hit. Make sure you know how to manage the come down because it can be rough. And make sure that you learn how to separate your emotional state from how well your ads are doing. I'm married to a therapist, so I know what I'm talking about. You really don't need to know how to use Photoshop anymore, and you can accomplish pretty much everything in Canva. Learn how to use Canva. Be as early as possible to any new advertising platform, and you will make bank before all the competition rolls in. Holy cow, that was over 9 minutes long. Thank you for hanging in there. That was a lot of information really quick. If you liked it, make sure you give me a follow. I'm gonna be making a lot more videos just like this one. And wow, you guys are great. Thanks for hanging in there. I got some cool stuff on my profile. I want to check it out. I'll see you on the next video. Okay, bye.